Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Maria from Under the Night Moon, and I'm so happy to have been able to finish a few things this past few weeks, as it's been kind of busy for me just outside with regular life. But I love these so much, and it was the perfect project to do you know, when you have a lot of things to do. It was hard for me to start a new book, like a big book. So I worked on these. There's two of them, and they're really beautiful tag flip books. So I have those two, and then I also have a little envelope flip style folio that I had made a few of these a few weeks back. And again, just a really fun project to make when you don't have a lot of time to create something large. So I'm going to go ahead and do a flip through of these, and then I'm going to do a separate video for the little folio. It's so cute and so easy to make. But let me start with these, and I actually have a ruler here, which is pretty groundbreaking. And all the tags generally measure about 6.5. And then it's about 3.5, but probably 4 with all of this stuff. And if you include all the ruffles and things, this is probably about 8 inches long. And so what I did was, again, just not having like large amounts of time to work on things. I had a lot of, you know, hour here, hour there. And so that is how this began. And I just started making tags, and I used a lot of Amity Blooms tags. I used just cardstock, and then I just filled it with pockets and tuck spots and all kinds of textiles and goodies, you know, just to make it fat and pretty and just something fun to have, you know, just on your desk. It could certainly record photographs, memories, and you'll see as we go through that I gave you, I think, enough things to play with. Now, these will also come with a little envelope of extra goodies. If you follow me, you know that I like to do that. And this is a shadow. I am sorry that my phone is plugged in, but it wasn't charged enough in last video. I came real close to my phone dying, so okay, sorry if that is annoying. Let me just, I didn't see that before. Oh, we're shaking too. Okay, everybody, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so anyway, just beautiful tags. So on the very cover of both of these is really where the only differences are, maybe 1 or 2 embellishments, which I'm going to show you. So the first thing are the covers, and I just chose really beautiful images that I had in my stash. I think they're both ruby and pearl, and they're just really cool, vintage, lovely photographs of couples. This would be really fun for like a wedding, Valentine, or just a special date, or just a beautiful memory that you have. Okay, so this one and this one, but you can see the same seam binding, the same little embellishments. There's the same elements on every page, but like these little calling cards are different. And then I die cut out this really sweet little petite gold frame for you to use. So pretty. And those just are tucked in the little corner. And this is for this one. And what I love is that's what you would have given your love back in the day. And it would have had, you know, numbers on there or addresses. So cool. And the men would call on the women. So cool. And so this is the vintage jewelry piece for this one. And it's sort of like a filigree-ish. It's not perfect, but I have so many of these beautiful brooches and things. It is time for me to purge and to stop hoarding. And it's really fun to combine these with the vintage images, because that could have been something that they would have worn on a scarf or on a little belt or a purse. So pretty. And then they all have just really fun textiles, the dotted sari ribbon, the things I showed you there already. And then when you flip it over, and these are all attached with a pretty pink binder ring, and they flip easy. Doing two at once could be a little tricky, but I'll show you. They each have these fun little notepads, and these were just beautiful papers that I had in my stash. Most everything on these little tag books has been tea dyed, just to give it that really beautiful aged patina that I love. And I did some collaging with the letter typographies, and you can see here the really pretty just ruby red to go with ruby and pearls printables. That's kind of fun. So that's on the back there. So just a nice little journaling spot for you. You can see the vintage graph paper. There's some tsunami rose on the very back. I didn't really show you all of them, but that's pretty much what you have there, and they're the same. All right, so let's see, I flipped that one over, so we'll put this back. And then the first little tag is a little textile tag. And I just really had a lot of these already printed in my stash and already tea dyed, so it was really easy for me to put these together. Now these little buttons are different. This one has a really pretty rhinestone. It's sort of like a pewterish color, I guess, or like a, I don't know, a darker metal color. And then that little flips over, and there's room for journaling on the back or a picture. And then this one has a vintage clear rhinestone, or white rhinestone, I guess. Really pretty. Both of them are about the same age, and they both have a place for you to textile, or maybe you have a little piece of a dress or something that you want to include. I sort of wanted these to be like a little memory place for you to keep fabrics and textiles of things that you love. And so I gave you a lot of places to do that, and also some inspiration. You really don't need a lot of, you know, imagination for that. It's really just cutting them out and pasting them so that you can just enjoy them without lugging, you know, a pillow or a whole dress or something. I really love doing swatches. And then here's some really beautiful satin fabric. That's from my mom's studio. One of her dolls used that for a dress, and so I love using that in my work. A little mother of pearl button. I fussy cut these little hearts. And then on the other side of these, you can see there's a paper clip here. I'll only undo one because they're both the same. But I gave you a really beautiful piece of Amity Bloom wallpaper, and it's just a really lovely little card. I think it's Amity Bloom. I might not be 100% on that one. But it's still a lovely little card. Some really fun tickets. Now these, again, you could use for a swatch, and same with this beautiful, this is a chapter 1 ephemera. And of course there's a real strong like rose theme to these, which I am just always inspired by the rose. So a lot of times, especially if I don't have a lot of time, it's just always my go-to, because it's always beautiful in every form. I just think every printed form. Here you can see a really pretty Amity Bloom tag, and then I just put some textiles on the bottoms of each one, and a little tab here to find your way through the little tab book. And then on the back pages here, I just hand stamped memories, put some shiny sequined textiles there, and some really pretty ribbon trim. It's a velvet. That one I've been hoarding because it's so pretty and it's hard to find. And then one of my fun little rosettes for you, and then some more tickets from Ruby and Pearl. And again, just a fun little tuck spot for you to put maybe letters, write down some of your own memories, or maybe you purchased some Ruby and Pearl tags and you don't know what to do with them. You could, you know, just fussy cut them and add them to this folio here. And the other thing that's really fun is I just use standard shipping tags. Oh no, wait, I might not have used any for here, but you can. And I will show you, hold on. If I have one here, okay, I don't have one right here, but just your standard shipping tag. You can go to the Office Depot place and get them. And they just work really well for these because they're really sturdy. They have the reinforcing. Oh, I'm so mad I don't have at least one. I'm always tripping over them. And of course, when I need one, I can't find it. But anyway, they're just very durable, and the same size. I think they're 2.5 by 5-ish, something along there, which once you decorate it will be a little bit larger. And then these, I don't know if you can see, but I did use reinforcers on each one, front and back, just to make sure that this is nice and durable. So that's that page. And then this one here has a floating heart. This is one of my favorite. Oh, where am I? Hold on. Okay, hold on. This one here, the next page has, I'm looking for the little heart that goes on here, which I think when I flipped it got tucked underneath. Yeah. This is one of my favorite charms. So again, now I stitched on here. And now you can unhook these and stitch them on a machine and just put them back. That's the beauty of the ring binding. You can add, you can take out, you can decorate some, stitch them, paint them, splatter them, whatever you like to do, and then just punch your hole and add them to the binder. It's so fun. And so you can see here I stitched a bunch of textiles. And I'll hold this up so you can see all the different textiles. And I just did some layering. There's some pink on the bottom. I attached this really cool, like textile-y kind of flower. I got it at the thrift shop. And then some bridal lace on the bottom. Really piece of embroidered trim from my stash. And then the really pretty heart dangle. And then there's a little cameo also floating from this little heart charm. I just love this. I love the whole look of this. It's so pretty. I think it's resin, but I really love just like the aesthetic. The color is really pretty. It's really dark here. Today is a very weird day. The sun comes out really strong and then it gets really dark. So if my table gets really dark all of a sudden, I don't know what, it's not raining, but it is warm today. So I don't know what's going on. I also live by the fire department, so there's a good chance we might hear some, let's hope not though. Okay, so on the other side of this textile is where you can do your journaling, and I added on each one of these, well, you can see the paper clip with a really pretty piece of ribbon, and that whole thing comes off. And then I stitched this really pretty rose postcard. Oops, let me get in frame here. There we go. And this postcard here. So I stitched those on, and then each one has a really pretty rose, beautiful journaling card, and a piece of Tim Holtz wallpaper florals that are fussy cut. And they're just really pretty. They're not stickers, but you can certainly add them anywhere in this little book that you like on any of the pages. And then inside or behind the stitched postcard are some really pretty journaling cards. And these are from the chapter 1. And I love this paper. It's just got a really fun feel to it. And I had printed these for a separate project, and so again, these were things I just had in my stash. But you can see here how fun it is just to put these little booklets together using your stash. Like I said, I didn't have time to put together, although I do have on the table 2 large books I'm working on now, but these I made several weeks ago, and like I said, I just haven't had the time to do the videos and stuff here, so that's why I'm so happy to finally be able to bring them to you today. Okay, and then this tag has some stitching. I just did some really pretty like golden embroidery through the side just for some interest. It also has a really fun bumblebee stamped tag. And it's blank. So you can journal on the back. I think it'd be really fun to kind of journal around the stitching. It's not glued, so it might look a little loose, but it's knotted at the bottom here. And I didn't really feel the need to glue anything. I like the way it is naturally. And then with another paper clip here on the back, I paper clipped to that a really pretty piece of stationery for you to do some journaling. And I love this Etsy shop. I do not know how to pronounce the name, so I am not even going to try. But if you need to know where these came from, let me know in the comments, and I will have no problem sending a link. And you might already know this shop. Her digitals are so beautiful. This is another one, but I'm not even going to attempt to try to say it. And I've tried over the years. I've shopped with her for many years, but oh gosh, I do not know how to say it. And I don't think I've ever heard another crafter or artist or journal maker pronounce it either, which is kind of funny, but yeah. I love her digitals. That was super pretty. And so again, another little ruby and pearl ticket. And these are both the same on both sides. So I'm not going to undo this one. Oh, wait, my little bird image. I didn't show you that. Okay. Sorry, I was carrying on about her name. I forgot. Each one has a really beautiful little bird image. Yeah. And how sweet are they? I sort of feel like this is like a little scrapbook of the lady on the cover. Like these are some of the things that maybe she would have collected over the years, or like she would have just had in her, like on her little desk where she did her letter writing, you know. And so when I create things like that, I do try to put things that would go well with that sort of theme. I hope that makes sense. And then this is one of my favorite things I've been doing lately, is just covering the clothespins here with a little bit of washi tape. It just adds just the right little unique touch, because we all have so many washis, but they're so different. And I really love the rose on here with this hot pink one. But inside this is just a tag that I made using some leftover paper. And so I just made a little pocket using this really pretty like beaded trim here, and you can see there's the printable paper there. And then I just tucked a few little tickets, this gorgeous rose card from Tailor Made Journals. She has a rose collection that's really beautiful. And then these are also from the artist from By Boho Love. She had sent me these to use in my work. She has a new shop with these really beautiful and feminine digitals, which I will link below for you because they're so gorgeous. And I haven't printed more of them, so I haven't been able to really work with them, but I love anything that has to do with the dress form. I just think it's so feminine, and it goes with everything. Then on the other side of this is actually a little flip, and that's why you have the clothespin. So the whole thing flips down. So here's the back of the beautiful paper, and then I just did a little index card flip. These are vintage, so they're already kind of just a cool color. And I hand stamped thankful on there. I put another really beautiful journaling card, a fun little vellum tag here to kind of keep your, you know, your place. A sweet little journaling card there, and then just a fun little ledger, little baby notepad for you to just write down some quotes or just a little bit of word poetry, anything fun, music, simple words that make you happy, like thankful. So yeah, and let me show you. They're both the same, so I'm not going to undo that one, but you can see because it flips down, that's why I put the paper clip or whatever, this clothespin on there. Plus I like the pink, and I think these little tag books are so interesting and fun. The more like interactive things you add to them just make them really fun. So yeah, oops, going the wrong way, hold on. Yeah, that's how we've been doing things over here. Let's see, did I lose my place? No, hold on, sorry. Hang out, bear with me. Okay, there we go. So that's that page, and you can see the really beautiful lace on this one here. And you can see the sky is getting dark outside, and my lamp here is on full blast, so if it's dark, I'm sorry. So that's that page. We're gonna flip that over, and you can see the hand stamping really well there. And then we come to this really beautiful fabric swatch card. This was one of the first things I made when I was putting these tags together, and it's just a beautiful collection of textiles I have in my shop or in my studio. Just laces, some really beautiful hand woven lace. I did attach this pretty little green bead and a rhinestone and some pretty silk from a dress, and my favorite rose fabric in the back there. Really beautiful, and you can just keep layering right on top of here. This rose tool here is more modern, so it doesn't matter even if you don't have vintage things. If it's something pretty that you love, you can add it. You know, that's the beauty of just finding pretty things. They'll go together if you think they're pretty. And I love that. I hope I am in frame. So that's that page. And so again, on the back, journaling, a place for you to put your own swatches and things, add laces. Maybe you know, purchase some lace and you don't know where to put it. This would be such a great little project book to, you know, add stuff to. And then, oh, this is backwards. Oops. Okay, well, I'm going to show you right here how to remedy that. And it's real easy. You just undo the well, first I have to figure out what I'm undoing. Okay, there we go. You just unhook and then put it back. Like so. Did I do that right? No. Hold on. You get to troubleshoot with me. Oh, because I tied it on the wrong tag. Okay, well, there's a difference there. I might have to do some surgery after this video. But mainly, I just wanted you to see the last two pages. So they're just flip-flop. So this one should be this way. Maybe we'll, oh, okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, bear with me. Okay, so really I just had to flip it over. Okay, so on this page here, and you can see this is the last little swatch, and then I wanted to end these with this cute little envelope here. So let me do the last flip through. Like I said, they're both the same. Little chapter 1 images, and then in here is a beauty, and I just love this image so much. And I think, like, if this were a collection of her things on her desk, of course she would have a beauty, you know, to be as a reference, or, you know, maybe she loves this style of dress. Oops, sorry. You know, and so when I saw her, I thought she was perfect for this little book. And so she just gets quietly tucked in there. And of course, you know, a memory you can put on there, a favorite picture, journal about it here. And then on the other side, again, just a really pretty swatch of things. This is a little pocket here, and you can tuck little favorite items, maybe a button, like a really pretty fabric button, or something that you've been holding on to but you don't know where to put it, would be perfect in there. And then just some really pretty laces. I did stitch some seam binding on the edge there and just made it really pretty. Some really pretty embroidered rose. And what I love about the rose is when it's flipped this way, which is normally how you'll have it, right? I loved when you got to this, because there's hints of this beautiful red, and I just loved having a hint of the red there at the end. And then also, I don't know if I showed you the little teeny tiny heart charm, which has been really fun, searching for charms and things. I have been trying to grow my stash a little bit just so I have newer things, but also using up like the vintage jewelry on the cover you know, things that I've been hoarding in my stash for way too long. And there you can see the little baby heart. And then the very last page, like I said, I wanted to do a really pretty little envelope. And you can see it has tulle, some embroidered flowers. I did a gold cardstock that's sparkly for the enforcer. I did a little bit of embossing on the corner because I didn't want to break. Sometimes the embossing folders will just destroy these little envelopes. And I just thought they were so perfect. The pale pink color, the size. So I just did a little tiny bit, and it's the script. I did attach this piece of a necklace on here that I sort of redid. It's really pretty and sparkly. It's not really showing how sparkly it is on camera here, but it's just fun. The little ruched tulle, and then let me show you what I put in the envelope, because I think that is the best part of this whole flip book. On the back, just real quick, I did attach a little baby calling card for durability, because, you know, I didn't want this to you know, become stressed out over time. And then in here, if you've been following the last few weeks, you know how much fun I've been having with my little glassine bags. And so I embossed a really beautiful cameo on there, and then inside, and I just attached with a simple piece of washi. There's no glue on the washi. It's just this really beautiful like rose pattern. And inside the little glassine bag are two little labels for you from chapter 1, and you can use those wherever. And then some sequins, some really pretty mother of pearl buttons, and these gorgeous vintage hope the camera's picking up, iridescent pearl beads. And I only have a few of them, but I just thought this little mixture of things was so sparkly and so pretty. But also too, if you don't have a little mother of pearl button collection, and you wanted to add a little button to something of yours, you have them now. And of course, I have more than enough for one crafter, artist, journal maker. So I have no problem sharing my stash and having fun along the way as well. And so those get tucked right in there. And then you can put more things in here. You know, if you have like a broken earring that's beaded, but you love it, like it has a special memory of yours, you could put that in here. Maybe you have like, I just found this, let me show you. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking again, but I just found this velvet button. I only had one, so I couldn't add it to these, because if I had two, I would have, because it's the perfect color. But you could put something like this in this little bag. You could certainly add more glassine bags to this little flip. It's really endless, the ideas. But I just wanted to end with something fun. And like I said, I also wanted to end with a little envelope. So that concludes the flip through, and you can see how easy it comes back together. And you can just kind of hold the ring and everything will fall into place as well. Everything's been tied on doubly, so you shouldn't have any problems. It's just a really fun way to journal. Like I said, you can add, you could take things out, you can just have fun. And I'm just making sure all the laces and things are going the right way. But it's just a really, really fun little way to journal. And you can see how fat, how fat they are. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching today. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. These are already in my Etsy shop if you're watching this video. I will post a little reel on Facebook. Oh, and I could also mention too, if you had more jewelry, pieces, you can certainly add more. You know, if you have a piece of broken necklace but you love it and you just didn't want to, you know, part with it, what a great place for you to put that. So I'll just throw that in there at the end there. But follow me here. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome, and thank you so much for just joining me here. Of course, as always, if you have any comments or questions, leave them for me down below. I do try to get back to everybody. I think I'm caught up to date as of right now. And then future things, I do have some fun things coming up on the horizon, very exciting, as well as 2 large books. What else? And then just follow me on Instagram at Under the Night Moon, where I usually try to do little updates and things there if I've got new things coming. So again, just thank you so much for your support and your kind words. I just really, really love my work and all of you that make it possible for me. So just a very deep note of gratitude from me to you, and just have a really great rest of your weekend, or holiday weekend, I should say. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.